Tomorrow morning, when you step out of your bed, your feet might hit a cold floor. You'll probably shiver, complain, and quickly turn up the thermostat. Or maybe you'll just put on a warm, soft hoodie. It's a minor inconvenience. But for 99% of human history, that thermostat didn't exist. Imagine a world where winter wasn't a season, but a literal death sentence. A world where the temperature outside dropped to -40 and the wind could freeze your exposed skin in seconds. This wasn't a temporary cold snap. For over 100,000 years, during the last ice age, your ancestors lived on a planet buried under massive sheets of ice. They didn't have heated houses. They didn't have synthetic thermal gear. Yet, they didn't just survive. They conquered the frost. So how did they actually do it? The answer isn't just about fire or thick fur blankets. The truth is, the cold literally rewrote human biology, and it left a secret program buried deep inside your own body. Let's start with the physical reality. Our species, Homo sapiens, evolved in the warm, sun-drenched savannas of Africa. We are built for tropical heat. We have long limbs to radiate warmth and bare skin to sweat. Biologically speaking, we are tropical primates. So when early humans walked into a freezing Europe and Asia, they were completely out of their depth. The predators they faced, like the woolly mammoth and the cave lion, had thick blubber and dense fur layers. Humans had nothing. If you stood naked in an ice age winter, you would die of hypothermia in less than 20 minutes. To survive, humans had to adapt faster than evolution could change their bones. And their first major breakthrough was a piece of technology so simple, you probably have one in your kitchen drawer right now. The bone needle. In 2016, archaeologists discovered ancient, finely crafted needles made of bird bones, dating back over 40,000 years. This wasn't just arts and crafts. This was military-grade survival tech. Before the needle, humans just draped loose animal skins over their shoulders. But loose skins leave gaps, and gaps let the wind in. The needle allowed humans to sew perfectly tailored, multi-layered clothing. They discovered the concept of insulation thousands of years before modern science. They put soft underwear fur on the inside, facing the skin, and tough, windproof leather on the outside. They created the first tight hoods and fitted boots. This tailored clothing created a warm microclimate around the human body. Inside those furs, an Ice Age hunter was living in his own portable tropical zone. But technology was only half the battle. The cold was also changing their bodies from the inside out. In 2021, a breakthrough genetic study looked at a specific gene variant called ACTN3. Hundreds of thousands of years ago, as humans migrated into freezing climates, a mutation occurred. This mutation essentially turned off a protein in fast-twitch muscle fibers. The result? It made human muscles more efficient at generating constant, low-level heat without shivering. Shivering wastes massive amounts of energy. This mutation allowed our ancestors to keep their core temperature up while using way less food. Today, nearly 1.5 billion people worldwide still carry this exact cold-resistant genetic code. And then, there was the brown fat mystery. You see, most of the fat on your body is white fat. It stores calories. But humans also have a tiny amount of brown fat. Brown fat is different. It's packed with mitochondria. Its only job on Earth is to burn energy purely to generate heat. It is a literal internal furnace. Anthropologists believe Ice Age humans had massive amounts of active brown fat. Their bodies were constantly burning calories just to keep their blood warm. They ate massive amounts of animal fat, pure fuel for the furnace. Their metabolisms were running at supersonic speeds compared to ours today. They were, quite literally, walking heaters. So, what killed this incredible human superpower? The answer is the same thing that killed our ancient sleep cycles: comfort. Over the last few centuries, we insulated our buildings. We invented steam radiators. We engineered centralized heating systems. We successfully banned winter from our daily lives. And because we stopped using our internal furnace, our bodies decided to turn it off. Today, the average modern human spends over 90% of their life indoors, in a climate-controlled room. We have practically eliminated cold exposure. As a result, our brown fat stores have shriveled up. Our metabolic rate has dropped. And that ancient genetic program that kept your ancestors warm in a literal blizzard, it's currently asleep, buried under layers of modern comfort. Today, we treat a drop in temperature like an emergency. We shiver when it's 60 degrees outside. We think our bodies are fragile, weak, and unsuited for nature. But what if we're looking at it all wrong? What if that sudden shock you feel when you step into the cold isn't your body failing? What if it's a wake-up call? Recent studies on cold hydrotherapy show that just a few minutes of intense cold exposure can reactivate your brown fat, boost your metabolism, and trigger ancient immune responses. The machinery is still inside you. It's never disappeared. For 300,000 years, your ancestors walked through walls of ice, fought off Arctic winds, and survived the harshest environments the Earth could throw at them. They didn't survive because they were lucky. They survived because the human body is a masterpiece of adaptation. We traded that inner fire for a thermostat. But the next time you feel a freezing winter wind hit your face, don't just run inside. Take a breath, feel the chill, and remember the fire that's been waiting inside you all along.